All right, my watch list for Tuesday, GoPro GPRO I want to watch, especially if it can get down to this this line here. This is nice support. It's held this area. Ever since it really broke through it, it's held it. Going all the way back to September, and pretty good sell-off today. So if we get down to this line, a little bit below 65, I want to watch it. I got to share this with you. Only traders would like this story. Other people wouldn't give a rat's butt, but I've never finished, a day without saying, man, did I screw that up, right? Even if I've had a great day, by the end of the day, I can always look at something that I screwed up, and that's the fun of trading, isn't it? Okay, so when GoPro today looked like this, it actually was pushing down near 67 at the time that this was still pushing down before this candle reversed. I put an order in at 66.88, I think. I might be off by a penny there. 66.88, wanting to get a flush through 67, get filled and back up. I've seen that work a lot. It's a strategy I like doing in the right conditions. And this was already way oversold and then getting that big push. So I like a bid below the whole number on that. So here's my blunder, right? I didn't get filled, and then I forgot to pull the order, right? So I wasn't even really watching this, and I actually took a trade in something else. And when I saw my trade go through in something else, when I noticed that I had GoPro in my account at 66.88, and which I didn't notice it had gone all the way down to 66.30. So at one point I was 58 cents underwater, which I never let myself be 58 cents underwater on anything. So by the time I noticed it, it was 66.85 or something. It was on this candle. So I killed it for like a 3-cent loss. So no harm, no foul, right? But that's not the funny part of the story. The funny part of the story is once I realized I had it, and then at one point I was underwater 50 cents without even knowing I was in the stock, stuff like that spooks me, just freaks me out. And so all I wanted to do was get rid of GoPro without taking the time to analyze and say, hey, maybe this could have been the low of the day. You kind of had that shape. It was like the third or fourth push down for the day. Anyway, right after that, at Zozo Trader on Twitter, one of our chat room moderators, right after I killed it for like a 3-cent loss, he called it as a long, I think at 67.20 or something like that. So if I'd have seen that call, or if he'd have called that shortly before I killed it, I would have said, oh, he's onto something, because he's really good at calling stocks anyway. I would have held my shares, with a stop probably 66.50 below this candle here. But again, I just got spooked and I wanted out, and it ran up beautifully from there, almost to 69, 68.95. So that's my blunder of the day. Okay, enough said. I do want to watch this if it gets below 65 for a potential bounce. MBLY. This thing just had great relative strength today. And look at this on a 5-minute candle basis here. Look at that strong close. So anytime you see that, I definitely want to have that one on watch the next day. A few crazy oversold ones. OAS, I'll just rip let's see, that one, NOG, and SM. It's just, I look at these and say these can't just keep going down forever. Maybe they can. But I haven't had a trade. You've seen these on my watch list videos the last few nights. I say this every video. It doesn't cost me anything to have these on a chart. All right, if oil gets some strange bounce, these are some names you can go to and probably get a nice little squeeze bounce for the day, okay? So that is SM, NOG, and OAS. Those are the three I'm watching, but as it stands now, I probably won't trade them again. They have to give me the proper setup for me to take a trade, and also I want oil on my side. JRJC closed above this 8 resistance, and so want to keep this, especially if the market can show any strength. I want to keep JRJC on watch for a continuation here, continuation higher. And RADA, I like this chart. It had this, how many shares? 18 million shares a few days ago. That would have been Thursday, then down on Friday, down on Monday, but Monday was fairly narrow range on the day. Volumes tapering off. This one could get going back to the upside real soon, and maybe even starting tomorrow. So RADA goes on watch. And then one last one, a little bit weird looking, but ENB gapped up on good news. This also was on Thursday and ran, and then closed at its lows next day, and then a gap down today. Now it's down to the 8-day moving average. You're almost at a gap fill. This is a good candidate for hopefully a very quick, nice upside move with a proper intraday setup. So having these on watch, if things set up the right way, you can make some really nice money. That's what day traders do. If they don't set up, we won't trade them, and we'll find other stuff to trade in the chat room instead. Oh, real quick, I forgot to put this on the member page. TLM is also interesting. 17 million shares. Looks like it may be bottoming, and on an intraday basis, this thing spiked up like this, got halted. I think they said Repsol is considering another offer or something like that. The only thing I know about Repsol is that it's a cool looking, the Honda CBRs with the Repsol package are cool looking bikes, but that's the extent of what I know about Repsol. Anyway, it halted and then it opened again up here and then tapered off for the rest of the day. So just because of this intraday action, I also, and I have to add this to the member page right now, I want to have TLM on watch tomorrow too. All right, that's what we're starting with tomorrow, and we'll look for other stuff as the day unfolds as well. Have a great night.